Hey, Mike.
Hey, Sean, what's up?
Side-by-side action.
Yay!
Yay! So these beers are courtesy of the boys over at FLX, Dan and Mike. If you haven't already checked them out, go subscribe to their channel. Watch their videos. They're awesome.
Really fun guys.
Really, really fun, really funny guys. Make some great beer content. These beers are from Warhorse Brewing out of Geneva, Switzerland. Kidding. New York. I don't know. I thought it was funny. This is their... this is like a rotate. It's called Change. Both beers are called Change. It's a rotating double dry hopped IPA series. With this one is Chinook, Simcoe, and Centennial. If you look at the labels, this has a horse and that has a horse, but this is Notorious B.I.G. and that's supposed to be Tupac. And the Notorious B.I.G. one is East Coast and Tupac is West Coast. People are probably watching this going, how did he just not figure that out? Because that's where those two rappers are from. Because I had no idea. I have no clue. Anyways, I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right, you want to open that one and then pour that? Which one are you going to pour that one into?
I'll show you.
I'll do this one into Night Shift. East Coast. You just like filled your glass. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm kidding. Just because you have a mic pour.
Okay, so the East Coast is in the...
Yeah, this is West Coast.
Okay, perfect.
I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Which one do you want to look into first? Actually, let's just, this is...
Well, West Coast is the original.
Yeah, West Coast.
I've been drinking, apparently.
This looks pretty much like a West Coast beer.
West Coast. Yeah, I mean, it's like golden kind of a color. Head is crystal white.
It looks more like a West Coast double IPA.
A little bit.
So this is 6.8%, so a single IPA, but that could be from the hops because usually I was expecting this to be a little bit clearer, but
yeah,
looks really good though. And the way the head kind of is just super fluffy.
Yeah, it's awesome. I want to compare the head, the look of it to this one now, because the head is actually even fluffier on this one.
Not mine.
That's because you pour like a bitch.
You're not wrong.
It's just a little stickier, a little more rocky.
This one looks whiter. It could be because of the contrast between the two different colors, yeah.
But I mean, they both look gorgeous.
Yeah,
this one here is just a little more opaque, a little more golden.
And it's got classic hops in it, which is going to be interesting. Let's get a nose on the West Coast.
Let's do it. Oh, that smells really nice. These beers are a little bit cold.
Yeah.
But I like the way this smells a lot. This is it's got sort of like piney, resiny kind of a note. You got like grapefruit, orange, citrus,
apricot, stone fruity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, grapefruit for sure. Wow, that smells great. Smells like grape.
Smells awesome. Let's get this one going here. Get a little bit of a swirl going.
Interesting.
Interesting.
It has the flavors. I mean, the nose is there, but it's softer and more pronounced. Not as dank.
Not as dank. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it definitely has some of that sort of like pininess still.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little softer. A lot of the things are a little more delicate, almost round.
Yeah, round. Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, it's citrusy and it smells really nice.
Let's dive into this one.
Let's do this. Cheers.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, gentlemen.
What?
It's okay.
I think it's up front. It has that like dank caramel you kind of get from like a West Coast IPA. and the bittering happens. But I think for me, and I said this in a few other West Coast IPA reviews, when I want West Coast IPAs now, I want like a big West Coast IPA right in my face, like Torpedo style, Pliny, things like that. This has it, but it's also 6.8%, so it's going to be a little bit more subdued than like a bigger double IPA. But
Torpedo's like 6.8, isn't it?
I thought Torpedo was a double, or I'm thinking of maybe either way.
Okay, let's try this one here.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's a bigger burst of flavor right up front.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and it's actually more bitter than a lot of New England IPAs.
Yeah.
You got a really bracing kind of a bitterness, almost vegetal kind of a thing. All right, I'll give you my thoughts on this actually more clearly here. I find this to be almost like an East Coast brewery's approximation of what a West Coast IPA is. Well,
they are an East Coast brewery.
No, but what I'm saying is it just doesn't taste like West Coast IPA to me. It doesn't taste like it. It tastes like it does have a little bit of that not a lot of it. It has a lot of bit of that sort of piney bitterness. Mm-hmm. But I find the rest of it very lacking. I find it's actually not that flavorful. Has a little bit of that sort of like that malty backbone, I guess. But then it almost disappears into nothingness, and then the bitterness. There's not any of that strong like that fruit character, that grapefruit pith, that rind that you get on the nose. You're not getting that in the flavor at all.
I can totally see. Yeah, I can definitely see where you're coming from with that. Like I think it definitely. If I drank this blind or someone handed this to me, I would definitely think it's a West Coast IPA. Yeah. But what you said about it has all the components of it, and then it kind of just falls flat, I guess. Yeah.
Like it's fine. I mean, I'll drink it. It's not a bad beer. I just don't love it.
It ramps up, and then it just because even the bitterness, even as I'm talking, like when I have a West Coast IPA, the bitterness starts like a normal West Coast IPA, and I felt it, and then as I'm talking, usually it's still there for a while, like that dank resiny bite is still there. Yeah. It's gone.
Yeah. Now this one here is interesting. It's because it's not super East Coasty.
But you think so?
No, but it's good. It's good beer. It's good. It's more bitter than you get on a usual New England IPA.
I think it's very Trillium-esque.
A little bit, yeah. Actually, you're actually kind of right there, huh? Mm-hmm. I like how bitter it is, though.
No, I do too. I think for anyone that's watching that has watched our channel for a while, and for those that are new viewers, Mike and I, as of late, has been shifting more towards more classic styles. So it's not us being like, oh, we're New England hazy IPA guys. Like we're definitely at least have been moving away from that. So I'm actually really intrigued that we both kind of went towards the East Coast versus the West Coast. I honestly thought I thought we were going to both go towards West Coast.
Well, honestly, I sort of feel like this is a little bit more like East meets West. I'm getting kind of notes because I am getting those sort of caramel notes. I'm getting a little bit of a little bit of grapefruit. I'm getting some pithiness. I'm getting that sort of. I'm getting a little bit of like dankiness. Not as much as this, but I'm getting some dankiness. I'm getting that sort of like a vegetal kind of bitterness. This is more to me East meets West because I do get that softness. I do get that orange. I do get those things, but I'm getting other things that I would think more typical of a slightly more West Coasty type of beer, in my opinion.
If I'm doing like scaling it, I would say this is more East than West for sure. Like, but it has like the bitterness you mentioned and a little bit of the bite and stuff like that for sure. But for me, I would be more Easty because when I think like East meets West, I think of this is just not because it's in the middle, but like Midwest style IPAs, like from Bell's and stuff.
I'm thinking of beers that have characteristics of both. That's what I'm getting at. But I think it's better for it. It's not a criticism of the beer. I think it's interesting. I like the beer a lot, actually. You know, I think that they did something interesting here. I like it.
You know, there's only one way though to really figure out an East meets West beer, right?
I wish we had the same glasses so we could.
I think these are both 8-ounce glasses.
Right, but I think I have more in this one.
And then drink it. I'm doing it.
I actually wonder how these will fare if I would let them warm up a little bit.
Never gonna find out. But we didn't even mention the hops. Like we did, but we didn't mention I think the Chinook and Centennial come through way more in the West Coast,
They do.
just because of the bittering and whatnot. And the Simcoe is sort of like on the back palate of the East. This looks gorgeous.
It looks stunning.
It's
stunning.
That mouthfeel,
Gorgeous.
that beer, the taste is.
Honestly, this is much more my speed.
This is this is really good. You guys need to blend this and release it. This is the epitome of East meets West right here.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Actually, this is awesome.
You get the super round fruits. You get the dank resininess coming through. And even now, given the dank resininess, the little bit of it that was in the East Coast beer is now giving me that extra oomph on the back end that I kind of wanted. It just upped it just enough.
Yeah, it's good. I like the mouthfeel a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like this actually it seems more balanced.
Yeah.
There's a good amount of fruit, but it is sort of dank. You get caramel. You get apricot.
Yeah. 100%.
This is quite nice.
Yeah. This was props to you, Warhorse. This is definitely a fun experiment. I don't know if they do this all the time with their change IPA. When I looked it up, it didn't seem like it. But yeah, I don't know. This is definitely a cool experiment. I would love to see more breweries do this. I have seen some do it. I think Trillium did it and stuff like that. But more breweries should do that because this is a fun kind of way to kind of test your palate and really understand size.
Yeah, but I mean, people do things like this, just not quite the same. Where they'll do something like the same backbone but different hops.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, yeah.
So you can still compare.
You're right. There's probably breweries that do it, but they don't make it as blatant. Hey, this is what we're doing for this. They're okay, we just have this hazy IPA recipe. Let's just convert it to a West Coast and package it as X, Y, Z. That's a good point. That's a valid point.
But this one actually sort of invites the competition.
Yeah. So yeah, down in the comments, have you had anything from Warhorse Brewing? Have you had these two side by side? What do you think? What's your favorite? If you haven't blended them, you have a can of each left. Highly suggest it. Thanks to the FLX guys. We'll link to them down below and somewhere probably right here, maybe. We'll see.
Right here.
Right in front of Mike's face.
In front of Mike's face.
Nerdsense.net, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, if those are your things. Like, comment, subscribe, hit those notification bells so you know when we post new videos. And I'm Sean.
I'm Mike.
And this is Nerdsense.